The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers reveal that Steffy Forrester's Jacqueline McSins's recent promise will surely become a thing of the past. B&B fans will recall that Steffy vowed not to play matchmaker for her parents, but the news of Taylor Hayes' Rebecca Budig health condition will inevitably change that. Taylor doesn't have heart failure like she thought, but she's still struggling with some symptoms that mimic it. According to Dr. Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, Taylor seems to be dealing with broken heart syndrome. Taylor doesn't want to burden Steffy with her medical drama, but you can bet that Steffy will get updates on all this anyway. When Steffy realizes Taylor is ill because she's so heartbroken over losing Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, that's going to tug at Steffy's own heartstrings. Steffy is likely poised to ditch her promise and play Cupid in the not-too-distant future. It's just a matter of time until Steffy starts demanding that Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, choose Taylor over Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. Steffy will see this as the perfect opportunity to put their family back together and give Taylor the happiness she deserves. Ridge is too good for Brooke in Steffy's eyes anyway, so she'll have no problem casting Brooke aside for Taylor's sake. There's been some talk lately about Brooke and Ridge never having the wedding they previously talked about. Steffy may think it's Taylor and Ridge who need to have some new nuptials instead. As far as Steffy is concerned, she'll think Taylor's health depends on a Ridge reunion and should push her dad in that direction. Steffy planned to just let nature take its course when it came to her parents finding their way back to each other, but now all signs point to her taking action. Bottom line, Steffy's matchmaking efforts should be in full swing soon despite that promise she repeatedly made about not manipulating the situation. Will Steffy's reunion pressure make a difference to Ridge? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Steffy has a habit of meddling in her parents' love lives, so our predictions point to her getting back to that ASAP. CDL is where you want to be for the hottest Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, predictions, updates, and news, so stop by regularly for more B&B details. Steffy Forrester, played by Jacqueline McSins's has always been fiercely protective of her family, especially her parents, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, and Taylor Hayes, now played by Rebecca Budig. For years, she's been caught in the emotional storm of their on-again, off-again romance, often taking matters into her own hands to orchestrate a reunion. After making a firm promise to not meddle in their relationship, Steffy recently vowed to let Ridge and Taylor's romantic fate unfold naturally. However, the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest that this promise will be short-lived. The catalyst for Steffy's change of heart will be her discovery of Taylor's health scare. Taylor has been struggling with symptoms that mimicked heart failure, which understandably raised alarm bells for her loved ones. However, it turns out that Taylor's condition is a case of broken heart syndrome, as diagnosed by Dr. Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech. This medical condition, while not as dangerous as initially feared, indicates how deeply Taylor has been affected by her emotional distress, primarily from losing Ridge to Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, yet again. Taylor, in her usual selfless manner, doesn't want Steffy to worry about her health, but it's only a matter of time before Steffy learns the full extent of her mother's suffering. Once she realizes that Taylor's emotional turmoil is directly linked to her unresolved feelings for Ridge, Steffy's protective instincts will kick in. Despite her promise to stay out of her parents' love triangle, the knowledge of Taylor's illness will push Steffy to take action. Steffy is no stranger to playing Cupid when it comes to her parents, and this time, she may feel an even stronger sense of urgency. She'll likely conclude that Taylor's well-being depends on rekindling her romance with Ridge. While Taylor may not explicitly ask Steffy to intervene, her daughter will take it upon herself to push for a Ridge-Taylor reunion. For longtime fans of The Bold and the Beautiful, the love triangle between Ridge, Brooke, and Taylor is one of the most enduring and iconic storylines. Despite their tumultuous history, Ridge has often found himself torn between the two women. His relationship with Brooke has been marred by countless betrayals and emotional highs and lows, while his connection with Taylor is rooted in a deep, enduring love and shared family ties. Over the years, Steffi has consistently rooted for Taylor, believing that her mother is the true love of Ridge's life. In Steffi's eyes, Brooke has never been the right fit for her father, especially considering Brooke's history of infidelity and her tendency to jump from one man to the next. Ridge and Brooke's most recent romantic saga saw them talking about marriage, but a wedding hasn't happened yet, leaving the door open for another reunion between Ridge and Taylor. Steffi's renewed matchmaking efforts may come at a time when Brooke and Ridge's relationship is on shaky ground. Steffi will likely seize this opportunity to convince Ridge that Taylor is the one who truly understands him and that their family needs to be reunited, especially for the sake of Taylor's health. She could argue that Ridge's indecision has caused enough pain, and it's time for him to commit fully to Taylor and put an end to the cycle of heartbreak. Steffi's determination to reunite her parents isn't purely about her mother's health. At the core of Steffi's character is her deep loyalty to her family. She's always believed that her parents belong together, and she feels that Taylor's happiness is intrinsically tied to Ridge. In Steffi's eyes, reuniting Ridge and Taylor would not only heal her mother's broken heart, but also bring stability to their family unit. Steffi's approach, however, could cause friction with those around her. While she may think she's doing the right thing by pushing for a Ridge-Taylor reunion, her father may not appreciate the pressure. Ridge has always been conflicted about his feelings for both women, and being forced to make a decision under the weight of Steffi's demands could complicate matters further. Brooke, too, won't sit idly by as Steffi tries to manipulate the situation. Known for her fierce determination, Brooke will likely fight to keep Ridge by her side, especially if she senses that Steffi is trying to tip the scales in Taylor's favor. Steffi's determination to reunite her parents is nothing new, but this time, her efforts could have a deeper emotional impact. If she can convince Ridge that Taylor's health and happiness depend on their reunion, it's possible that he will finally choose Taylor once and for all. However, the path to reconciliation won't be easy, and Ridge's feelings for Brooke will always linger in the background. There's also the possibility that Steffi's meddling will backfire, causing even more heartache for Taylor. Ridge has proven time and time again that his heart is torn between two women, and being forced to choose under duress could lead to regret and resentment. If Steffi's attempts to play matchmaker fail, it could leave her mother more heartbroken than ever, particularly if Ridge decides that his future lies with Brooke instead. In that case, Steffi may have to accept that her dream of seeing her parents back together will never come true. The future of Ridge and Taylor's relationship remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. Steffi isn't ready to give up on the idea of them reuniting. Despite her earlier promises, Steffi is likely to continue pushing for a reunion, using every tool at her disposal to bring her parents back together. As Taylor's health continues to be a concern, Steffi may ramp up her efforts, convinced that a romantic reconciliation with Ridge is the only way to heal her mother's emotional wounds. Whether Ridge ultimately chooses Taylor or Brooke, Steffi's involvement will undoubtedly add more drama to an already complicated love triangle. Steffi Forrester has always been a force to be reckoned with on the bold and the beautiful, especially when it comes to her parents. While she initially promised to stay out of Ridge and Taylor's romantic entanglements, the news of Taylor's health scare will likely push her to take action once again. Steffi's protective instincts, coupled with her desire to see her family reunited, will drive her to play matchmaker, despite the risks involved. As the love triangle between Ridge, Taylor, and Brooke heats up once more, fans can expect plenty of twists and turns. Will Steffi's efforts to reunite her parents succeed, or will her meddling only cause more heartbreak for Taylor? The bold and the beautiful spoilers suggest that Steffi's matchmaking mission is just getting started, and it's bound to have major repercussions for everyone involved.